Isaiah wanted me in the video. You already on it.
What?
She probably can't see him anyway.
Coronavirus in Iowa.
Hi, Mary.
Okay,
CBK.
these are the hard ones I'm pulling.
On the other side.
KCC. Isaiah, because it's on this. It's
It's a
opposite.
it's a
When you watch it, it's
Oh yeah, I'm on a tightrope.
Oh, that's a birdhouse. It's a birdhouse. It's a birdhouse on the bird.
No, they don't have these anymore.
It's a money gun.
This is a telephone booth. They don't have them anymore.
Oh, it's the guy reaching out.
But it's a very short person playing the trombone in the telephone booth.
How are we supposed to get that? Cooper.
Wait a minute.
Cooper. Cooper. Are you sure that guy's short? Are you sure that guy's short?
Waffle fryer.
No.
Did I do this one in class?
Yes.
That's my guy carrying.
It's crocheting.
It's a guy.
Wait, we've done
the
this.
longest. It's a perfectionist carrying spaghetti on a plate.
Yes. The spaghetti served by a very neat waiter.
Oh,
A
that's
tornado.
It's a porcupine. Pine's jelly bird.
Yeah.
It's what Iron Man's.
Butterfly jumping the rope.
It's a basket with a It's
we've
chicken with a lollipop on its foot.
Some
bunch of
climbing up a hill.
Poetry.
Poetry. I like it.
we've had
Yes,
this.
I'm gonna even hum the song for you.
Tree home. Is it poetry? It's something about the
It's a branch. It's something to do with the branch.
last leg.
It's something to do with the branch.
Limbo.
Yes.
Fortnite theme song.
Oh yeah, we already did.
Limbo. We have that one.
Mr. Magoo.
Has to do with this right here.
It's
What time traveler?
Clock.
Where is that at?
We've done
It's something
Fish
before.
fry.
It's an old timer.
Old timer.
Watch out.
Oh yeah, watch out.
You better watch out.
Oh yeah.
Is this next one like the grandma one? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Babysitting.
grandma.
Babysitting.
Swap
Who had
rolls.
this to take care of
We've
it?
had
Swappy.
Going
Pay
to view.
attention to your grammar.
Oh yeah.
Why do people?
Mrs. Sirik would tell you
You're not
that.
these
All your teachers would tell you that.
We haven't done
It's Eve falling from a tree.
This is a very rude habit to do.
Adam, help!
talking while we're
Just
on
roll
it.
your fiance.
Suicide.
Falling from a
Listen in on other people's conversations.
Eavesdrop. Eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop.
Oh, I thought those were
Eavesdropping there.
Isaiah.
You drop it. Broken
The
Japanese
eighth
plate.
graders didn't, or the seventh graders didn't know that when you get little sores on your feet, you know what those sores are called?
No, the blisters.
Athlete's foot.
You guys don't worry about them, but
But
when
he's
you
a
get
sea
older, you worry
captain.
about them. They're called corns, so that's your hint.
Oh.
See if you can figure it out.
Corn syrup.
Corn on the what? Cob. Corn on the cob.
Oh, corn on the cob. Ha
I thought that was a name.
ha. Fred. I was gonna say.
Dude.
It's Fred.
This is it.
Wait, it's Home Alone.
Oh yeah, it's naturally spiky.
Yeah.
This one you should be able to figure out. This is
It's Home Alone.
if
Caroline. I'm kidding.
Hairline.
Guys.
there was a divorce in your family and you got remarried. This might happen. You might be one of these.
Oh,
At least the girls might be.
A black.
Stepson?
What?
Orphan.
Girls will get all the money.
Step drawing.
What is doing?
Step stool.
Stepsister.
Step
Drawing on the stairs? I don't know.
Step permits.
You can't get it with my great hint. You still can't get it?
Wait, say it again.
What was your hint?
Stepdaughter.
Step daughter.
How's it daughter?
I didn't hear you. You said stepsister. I didn't hear stepdaughter.
What's
Stepdaughter.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah,
stepdaughter.
but you were just rambling guessing. You weren't saying, oh, it's a stepdaughter because he's dotting the steps.
Okay.
I just said stepdaughter.
Wait, wouldn't it be she started the steps?
No, he
Stepdaughter.
is a stepdaughter. See him step dotting the steps?
That's a sheep.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's part of a baseball or softball field.
It's what they say before they cut the chickens up for KFC.
You're a little shit.
This is a
Foul.
this is a foul line.
Oh. Said
Oh.
foul.
Words are
It's a
called
bad
foul.
I just said foul.
He's giving her a line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's
You know what
Isaiah.
this guy is called a chasmer.
He's wearing a Moroccan hat.
Chasmer. So if you know what a chasmer is, you should be able to figure this out.
He lives in his mother's basement.
Making
The
Fortnite
servers went
TikToks.
down.
He's a Moroccan.
Fortnite. That spread when the Fortnite servers are down.
He's a chasmer sweater.
Oh.
No.
We'll be back in a moment.
This one you should be able to get.
Carlisle.
There you go. Carlisle. It's like the toe.
A car tree.
They're getting
A family tree.
That's like big Carlisle.
Oh, yeah.
Carlisle.
A car's family tree.
Well, it has to be a car.
You
Carlisle.
guys should know what those things
Cardiograph.
A family tree.
I don't know. It's just a.
Oh,
It's Isaiah.
Very.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What? Oh, you guys should know what this thing is up here. What is that? Probably hanged over your crib.
That's what Neil said.
Oh,
Mobile car.
Now put it together.
Mobile car. Mobile car.
Mobile car.
Mobile car.
Carmony.
Mary.
Carmony.
Carmobile?
Come on.
A car crib. I don't know.
Mobile.
Say it then.
This is an automobile.
Oh, no crap. Oh,
Come
that's.
on.
It's so crap.
You probably should stop because you're just feeling
No, we
bad.
have to keep
I
going.
know, like, we
We have to keep going.
This is what you see in foreign movies.
Nautilus.
The name of
A caption.
Naughty list.
Captions. I don't know.
Fortnite. Oh.
Not legal.
Not English.
I see that. Naughty list.
Not illustrated.
Not.
You see these bubbles?
Not English.
It's a Titanic.
Oh,
It's a submarine.
I've been listening.
Oh, it's a ball.
You
There's
touched
your
it.
hint, these bubbles, and I told you you'd see them in foreign movies.
My little pony.
This is a subtitle.
I said
Oh.
caption.
I get it.
Oh, it's a submarine.
Yeah, it is.
Sub, it's under the water. That's why
Under
there's
the
bubbles right
Under the sea.
I thought the fish were looking up into the water.
What? Blind.
there.
Wait,
You
it's
probably
like
don't
that
know about
from
these.
Sesame
These were the
Street.
first technology they had. Before cell phones and everything, they used these.
Telephone stuff.
They were called Palm Pilots.
Hey.
That's
Water droplets.
water cards. Stamp.
This is if you don't pay enough for your stamps.
You get evicted.
Your letter arrives this way.
What?
Watermark.
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 Grave.
Eviction note.
Vacancy.
Postage due.
Oh. You don't get them.
Like the dew on the grass in the morning.
Freeze.
Oh.
Kind of hard to see this meteor crashing through the church.
Oh! Just make it black and white and put 2B continuous in the corner. Perfect.
Oh, I think you should get these, so this is our last one.
The Star of Bethlehem.
Unless you get it.
Astro World.
It's lit.
They just see Travis Scott right now. What's up, world? I'm Travis Scott.
Sometimes I like to do this.
2 words. 2 words.
Mass meteor.
Holy crap.
Meteor shower.
I thought you had a king.
The holy meteor.
Fire. Wait.
That was a
fire baptism.
These green
God's
are
car.
fighting
My My grandson's come over to my house tonight, and that's usually what's after he leaves.
Chimichangas.
Fire feast.
After close the door.
Oh, holy crap.
Medium
Probably
or
I
not?
could probably use these 2 words to describe some of your rooms.
Oh,
Big stuff.
messy.
Oh, I should know this.
No one give up.
It is called
No, don't tell us. No.
5 seconds. 5.
Isaiah, get it down. Messy mess.
Disaster mess.
Messy mess.
Mass disaster.
This is mass destruction.
Daddy was quick.
I have. Let me
I was
get
going to say that again.
What?
Fred.
Mass disaster.
Kennedy, what time is it?
Time for you to get washed.
Geography sheets.
I gotta have.
If you're not finished, go out in the hallway.
How are we only supposed to finish?
2.
Yeah, you have to have 10 of them done.
I did all of them.
I did bonus for the one.
I did all of them.
No, Fred. I'll give you.
Bro, hey, literally have
I'll
like,
give you the answer.
hey, literally have like 2 left.
When you come back to the first box after beating over everyone.
Dre, come back to the first box. Level 99999. Well, no, he's about to slay another noob. Ding! Ding!
After I sent you the message of where it was.
Did you do all? You remember me? He pulls out his sword. Wait, no, he has a sword on his side.
Isaiah, why are you eating oranges? And then putting it on the desk.
My mom's sitting behind me. Why don't?
It's dirty. You touched the desk. Ew. Don't even touch me.
His fingers. We do have that. What's that?
Let me find out what's near you in the tutorial in the case once you keep it.
Isaiah, did you go to
Lamborghini
Oh.
Number 1. If you didn't do number 1, still write in the right answer because you need to know where these places are because we're talking about them as we go through this chapter. Okay? So Macedonia is A. Corinth, number 2, is 3. Greece is B. Asia Minor is D.
Wait, what?
D as in deaf.
Wait, I didn't get Greece as a great example. B is Greece. B as in death is
C has a chicken wing.
Greece is B as in be attentive.
Or you have to say B.
Okay, Asia Minor is D as in deaf. Black Sea is C as in cat. 6, Athens is 2. The Mediterranean Sea is F. Crete is E. Sparta is 4. The Aegean Sea is H. Peloponnesus is I. The Ionian Sea is G.
Thebes is 1. If you did bonus 1, it's Cyprus.
Dang it.
If you did bonus 2, it's the Adriatic Sea.
Yes.
And if you did bonus number 3, it's Sicily.
Yes.
If you did it all right, then you got a 13 out of 10. Okay?
I got 12 out of 10. You got 12 out of 10. Wait, what do you mean if you did it all? I mean, 12 out of 13.
That means you count 10, first of all, and if you have more than 10, for every 2 more than 10 you have, you get 1.
Wait, what?
So if you counted up 12, your score is what?
12.
11.
Oh.
If you counted up 14, your score is
12.
12. If you counted up 16, your score is 13. Otherwise, it's whatever you counted up.
So I got one.
Sicily. Yeah,
Celine.
so fun sick.
I know.
Sicily.
You can't get 15. Okay? The most you can get is what? 13.
12.
Aaron.
13.
Addie.
I got a 12 and a half and I got 1 wrong. That was bonus 1.
You don't get halves, so it's a 12.
What are the bonuses?
Ava.
I got 10 out of 10. What are the bonuses though?
James.
Oh, okay. 12, 13. 12 out of 13.
Oh.
12 out of 12. 12 out of 12. It's 12 out of 12.
I got 12 out of 13.
How many of the questions
Oh.
did you get on this page?
I got 2 of the bonuses and the.
How many questions did you get on this page?
You have 13 questions.
You did 13 of them.
There's 16.
You did 13 of them correctly.
I only got 1 wrong, the bonus 1.
Wait, there are 16.
I'm confused.
I know, there are 16 possible on this page. How many did you get?
I got 15. Okay.
That means you got a 12.
Okay, yeah, 12.
Kennedy.
13.
Mia.
8.
Grady.
12.
Matt.
10.
Isaiah.
11.
Mary.
13.
Laura.
9. 15.
Lucas.
12.
What'd you say, Lucas?
12.
So who's testing? Maddie? Is Maddie P testing?
Maddie, Jackson, Ellen.
Okay. Aiden?
11.
Isaac?
11.
Emily? What'd you say?
12.
You got your chapter review, Emily? Avery?
8 plus the 3 bonus.
How many questions did you get correct? Adding all the numbers you got. You got 11
What is your
correct?
problem? Do they want to see your face the whole
No, I'm
time?
looking at the new.
I don't think so. You're looking at this?
No, yes.
No.
Cooper?
I got 12.
Try to read the top part.
Maddie?
13.
Scroll.
Does anybody have a question? On this part? who can tell me then what you learned from the reading?
Wait, what'd you say?
236 to 240. No, this is assignment. Take those out, okay? Take your planners out. Write that.
I'm so scared.
So I don't forget to do that.
I forgot.
We don't even have a special page designed.
So, in your planner, take out your planner. Write down, read. 236 to 241. Okay? Then do 3 of the questions on 241. But that's the second section, because we assigned a reading with this. You got today's assignment, Jax? Geography thing. Grady.
I learned out there we were separated by the mountains and figured out from the cabin.
Okay, you learned that Greece was very mountainous. It's hard to travel in Greece. That's very important because that's why they set up a special type of government, like the Sumerians. Who remembers what the Sumerian government was?
City-state.
Okay, the Greeks did the same thing. What does that mean?
Having
They had different governments.
a separate government.
What kind of government is that?
Individual governments. They get out there as their own country.
So each city was like what? Their own country. Maddie, do you have today's assignment?
I've been over there.
Or you put it on the desk? Okay, the other thing you should have read about was the climate in Greece. What kind of climate do they have in Greece? Lucas.
Dry and,
Say again?
dry and hot.
Well, usually it wouldn't be considered hot. What temperature do you guys consider hot?
Like humid.
Okay, give me what temperature do you consider hot?
100.
90.
100.
100. 100.
Anybody have a different definition of hot between 80 and 100?
Dry.
Small these and then
Humid. 70 to 80.
Humid.
What? 72?
So you think 70's hot?
70 can be hot if it's like at a range.
Like some states it's like an average for the winter.
If you ask most people
It's a little colder.
if they had a choice, what climate would you choose? Okay? And they have done this. The majority of the people in the world would prefer to have this kind of climate
Cold.
because it is mild and sunny. What does mild mean? All year long, 70.
Whoa.
I love that.
That's like the perfect weather.
No, this is perfect.
No,
Okay?
For me, it's like 60s.
This is what the majority of the climate in Greece was like. Now, why should we care? We're studying history.
Oh, where they started?
Okay, this greatly affects the culture of Greece. Does our climate affect us?
Yes. Yes.
Sure, you can look out in the hallway. You can look out in the hallway and see the effect of our climate. What do we see? No pants, no boots, winter coats. Okay? My wife went to Colombia over New Year's to visit my daughter. She never took snow boots or snow pants or a heavy coat. Because the temperatures in Colombia are the 90s. Does that affect Colombia's culture? And history? Yes. So your culture, remember, what's your culture?
Basically,
Where you're
the way you
born?
live.
Your whole life is your culture. So it includes your clothing. What else does it include?
Your lifestyle.
Your economy, your food. What else does it include?
If you have ice cream every day.
What you eat,
Like your beliefs.
your religion. What else is part of your culture?
Superstitions.
Superstitions, yes. Your occupation,
The way you look.
the way you look, dress,
Yeah.
okay? So basically, everything about you is your culture. The language you speak, the entertainment that you do, okay? So when we study the history, and a lot of that is influenced by climate. So if you have this kind of climate, how do you think that's going to affect how you live?
Well, they won't wear.
With technology.
You'll become kind of warm-blooded and you want to see the cold, you want to see like cold.
If you've never seen the cold, then first of all, in ancient Greece, they wouldn't have even been exposed to where's cold at,
You can
okay?
see the cold waves like easily.
We know that there's all these different climates because of our learning and education, okay? And the internet and
Yeah, with technology.
my wife in a matter of hours can be in 90 degrees, okay? By jumping on a plane, each of us could do that, except for Mr. Hill, because he doesn't have a passport.
Why?
Well, I don't know what either.
Why? So I don't have to go on the trips place. I like to stay home. see?
Big brain. I don't like it.
Have you ever been on a plane?
If my mom
Okay.
can go to Florida, she'll leave in an instant.
Now, this greatly affects, again, how people can do, like, if we wanted to have works of art, where do we got to put it?
In a museum.
We got to put it in a museum that's heated and protected. But the Greeks didn't have to do that. Why? Because it's right at, they got nice weather. When we want to go see a play, we what? We got to go to some building somewhere and go inside
They want to see it. They put them in a coliseum and watch them.
at 25% capacity. Okay? But for the Greeks, they could have their plays outside
Like, don't they have like
all the time. This over here at Erickson Park. If some of you, if you walk down further from the soccer field, Rosemount has a Greek pattern amphitheater, which basically they just put a stage here, and then into the side of the hill. They have different layers or terraces, so people, when they want to see something, you just sit on the ground there. Okay, for the Greeks, they built it into the sides of hills and mountains. So the climate of Greece greatly affected them. Now, the first Greeks, most of the people were what? Two things. What did they do for a job?
Farmers and
Farmers,
merchants.
Warrior?
Oh, pottery, whatever.
Merchants. Potters.
fishing, okay? Farming and fishing were the two major occupations of Greece.
Wasn't Greece like
And they had a very simple lifestyle that they lived. And if we look at some of their they wore a knee-length woolen tunic, both
Are
Men.
they called togas?
both men and women.
Didn't they create toothpaste out of urine?
That was mouthwash. That was mouthwash.
So here's a drawing of some what the typical Greeks would wear. Not togas, okay? Not togas. We'll talk about togas when we get to Rome. These are called tunics, okay? Most of them had sandals or boots. They would oil their hair. Why would they oil their hair? Not to look cool.
Okay, so it's not the same kind of.
If you oiled your hair, the bugs would get what? Stuck in your hair.
Try to look cool.
What do they got all the time? We said right here, the climate.
Mild.
Oh,
Sunny all the time. If you're out in the sun all the time with your hair, that damages your hair. My sister's a beautician. She told me my mom was a beautician. Okay? So sun damages your hair. So they put oil on the hair to prevent that. Women use mirrors and hairpins and makeup. Put lamp black under their eyes. They were the first to come up with high heels. Okay? So as we go into the different parts of Greece then, we need to keep in mind that, okay, the climate had a big part in how people lived. And so as you read the different parts, and what you're going to read about for today is their religion. And their religion is like all these ancient civilizations with the exception of one. It's what? Polytheistic. Zeus. And most of us know about the Greek religion in terms of literature, not in terms of beliefs. So the Percy Jackson, the
Hercules.
stories about Hercules, there's hundreds of movies out there now about the Greeks and the Greek gods. Okay? So, everybody wrote, if you just came in, this is the assignment you need to write in your planner. Okay? And so we're going to take the rest of the time today and do current events. So we haven't done it for a while, so some of you might have forgot the categories. Who could remind somebody what the categories are? Yeah? Entertainment's one. Music is entertainment. Miscellaneous could be about anything. Sports. U.S. and Minnesota. You said entertainment.
And then
The world. Not history. This is current events. That means what? Things that are happening now. Okay? Things that have been in the news. So we're going to have
No indicator.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to split it right here. This is team 1. This is team 2. Have you been a spokesperson
You
yet?
have to have
Hey, no,
two.
not you. I don't
You have? Maddie, have you been a spokesperson?
We're at a disadvantage. We have less people.
Yes.
No, you.
We should have.
James, spokesperson over here. Ava, have you been a spokesperson?
You've been a spokesperson.
Mr. Howard, teams are uneven. We have these two guys.
Yes,
They're not uneven. It's 12 to 12.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Why are you fighting this?
You've been a spokesperson. I remember. You said over
We got a missing chair.
Ava and James do rock, paper, scissors.
Why are you fighting?
James Charles, come on, you got this.
Wait a second. No, I think we're even.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going first? You're the spokesperson. Decide. I know you're going first, but who on your team is going first? So remember, when you go first, that person chooses and only that person can answer. Their team can't talk to them. The only time you can talk is when you're stealing the question. Who's going?
I'll do sports for 200.
Sports for 200. Which men's basketball team is first in the Big Ten and the highest ranked in the Big Ten?
Iowa, ranked number 5th.
number 5.
Can't steal over here.
Ohio State. Wait, who's spokesperson?
Ava.
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Ohio State.
Michigan.
Number 5.
Who's going first over here?
I totally knew that.
Remember the rules. You can't what? You can't pick what they just picked, and you can't pick what your team just picked. Since you don't have it, you just can't pick what? Any other category you can't.
Minnesota for 1.
Minnesota for 100. U.S. Minnesota. There were riots last week, and a mob broke into what building in Washington, D.C.?
That was too close.
Did he say it?
Who's going over here?
Okay, I was about to say if you didn't.
What did you say? Yeah.
So I started with Jax. Now who's gonna go?
You can pick.
Oh, okay.
You're lucky ducky, bro.
I know. I'm a whoopsie.
Entertainment for 200. Tom Hanks stars in a new movie that's getting high reviews, where he transports an orphan across Texas. What's the name of the movie?
Wait, Cooper, are you on our team?
God of War.
Oh yeah, you are.
Chance to steal.
Anybody? If not, just guess. Toy Story. What is it? This is only wait.
Gee, thanks for
It's called News of the World.
Tenet. Why would you say Tenet? That's a rated R.
I knew it.
Who's going over here? Ava. Ava, call on somebody. Pick somebody.
Let's do Emily because she's looking at me really weird.
Oh, Emily's so smart. She's gonna get this. It's not really. Okay. We have to do miscellaneous sports.
Just pick one.
This lane for what? For 100.
Are you looking at me? God of War.
Christmas ended on what date?
Alright, Emily. No. We did religion. No, I know. You should not.
Number 9.
What? Chance to steal.
See, this is why.
Oh my gosh.
January 10th.
No.
Halloween.
Let's go with.
I know that. I actually
just said
it. Even now. Oh, yesterday.
Who's going?
If you fail, we get to say 3.
I board for 200. And then
Wasn't sports for 200?
I have more than one sometimes.
I'm on your pub now.
First time it's happened, a Big Ten team, both the men's and women's hockey teams are ranked number 1. Which school?
The Gold Gophers.
Oh, yay.
Ooh, dang. Minnesota. I can't have football. I'm kidding. Wanna go? I wanna go.
Can I pick myself?
Yes.
Okay, can I do pop for 200?
You're so selfish.
Huh?
Pop. No, I don't know.
That's a
Oh,
thing.
entertainment?
Yummy pop.
That's what I was.
Popcorn.
Entertainment for how much?
200.
Pop Tarts. Yum yum.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
This is the last season for this daytime show where a judge rules on different matters.
Oh.
What's the name of the show?
Is it Judge Judy?
Dang it. That's so
You are now being Judy.
Um, 200, I guess.
For how much?
How much Nerdos?
The Twin Cities in the past 30 years, which month in the Twin Cities has been the snowiest?
February?
Chance to steal.
Oh, I thought it was February. January. January.
How much was that?
What was the snowiest one?
Is that 100?
April.
200.
Correct.
Oh,
Wait. What's the highest? What's the highest score?
No, it's over here. You stole it, right?
Raise your hand.
Yeah, I'm on this team.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll give you the wrong.
Mr. Harold.
Wait,
I go.
It's not yours, it's theirs, and they chose Aaron. You gotta wait.
you can do sports. Yeah, probably. Minnesota and US for 100.
Minnesota, US for 100.
What? Risky reels here, boy.
I knew someone was gonna say that.
First time in history it's happened this week to a president. What's the first time in history this has happened to a president?
Impeached twice?
What's it?
Hey, Ellen, we're playing
Impeached twice.
Wait, who was impeached?
Trump.
He was impeached. Wait, he won the election?
No!
I'm so confused.
He lost and then he got impeached and he was still president.
He's still president?
I'm right, Aiden.
Yeah.
No.
Entertainment for
Trump
400.
You're
Whoa!
I'm just trying to win.
He
We're
did?
gonna steal this guy. He's like,
You can't do that with Eva's or something.
Not cable networks, okay? The regular station networks, there are 4 major regular station networks.
I know this.
What are
I
they?
actually know.
Oh.
Aiden.
I said I actually
Well, they're TBS kids.
No, chance to see
here,
it.
here, here.
Here, go over.
Here, CBS,
CBS,
ABC, Fox, and NBC.
Oh.
CBS, ABC, NBC, and Fox.
Gee, Aaron, nice job.
How's that supposed to happen?
Sports for 500.
Brady, you're getting you can't lose 5 minutes.
Wait,
Name
what's
the top 5 teams in the final college football poll.
Well,
They're gonna steal this and get 500.
They're going to steal this.
We got Stanford.
No, can't steal.
Wait, guys, we'll still be in the lead.
Yeah, but barely.
But only by 200 points.
We're still gonna be in the lead.
Quiet so I can hear the answer.
Ohio State. Why would you?
I thought
I know
Ohio
what
State
number
was
5
that.
is, but I'm not telling you.
Wow.
No,
Smooth,
no.
bro, smooth.
How many did we get right?
Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Texas A&M, Notre Dame.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. This guy almost cost us.
Yeah, bro, you almost cost us the
Who's
game.
going?
Who wants to go?
No way.
Do your sleep.
Do your
Wait, what's the highest possible thing you can get?
Who went last for your group? Aiden, what did you choose? He chose it, so you'd be losing your turn if you did. What are you choosing?
For 200.
What's moving? That's moving.
Shut up. Oh, you picked me.
This ice cream company is introducing frozen treats for what pets? You gotta name the pets and the ice cream company.
Whoa.
Perfect for someone. Okay.
Hey, my dog got a cake.
Let's do
He actually did.
cats.
Wait, where's it?
That makes sense. Cats. Or whatever.
Chance Steele over here.
Cold Stone and dogs.
Wait, you listened to them.
Dogs and Cold Stone.
Dog.
Or Frozo or whatever.
Frozen.
Oh yes, Cold Stone Creamery and dogs.
Dogs is correct, but the ice cream company is Ben and Jerry's.
Oh! That airport place.
What? Probably did this like this.
No, it actually
Going over
is.
here.
That's where I get Ben and Jerry's.
I was thinking like,
I don't think it was
Silence!
Entertainment for 300.
Wait, who's going?
And the comic strip Snoopy.
Oh.
What is the name of his friend, the bird?
Oh, yeah. Let's stop.
yeah, Mia!
I just know that in the back of my head.
I know. What's the dog? What's the bird? Can you shut him up? What's it?
We got a shot going. What?
Well, we all
entertainment. You can't choose what they chose.
Wait, don't we get a spin or a bonus point?
Yeah.
No.
You're just sad because you lost.
Because we won. I can't believe I got
You told me to remind you.
I'm not supposed to know.
Bye, Mary.
Have a good weekend. Every interaction.
You're getting a bonus point.
Bye, Mary. Bye, Mary.
We're getting bonus points? Where should I